Here's a really quick tip to help you when you are working with documents that are text intensive. A lot of times I have to create documents that may be very repetitive in words or phrases or even titles. So I like to use the AutoCorrect feature to help with what I'm doing. And typically you're familiar with the AutoCorrect feature dialog box in that it has a lot of commonly misspelled words in them. And off to the right here you have those words corrected. So, typically taking a look at how this function works, you type in a misspelled word, and why it's not picking up that one. Okay, there you go. You type in a misspelled word and it auto-corrects for you, and you keep on going. Well, what I'd like to do with this feature is a little bit of a play on that, but it helps me a little more, is going back to the AutoCorrect dialog box. I'd like to add my own acronyms so that when I'm working in a document and I have to spell the same word over and over, the AutoCorrect feature will work for me and typing in the document the word faster than what I could. So here I'm going to type in a couple of words, and I'm going to use AIX for Adobe Illustrator. And I'm going to add IND for Adobe InDesign. And lastly, I'm going to add PSX for Adobe Photoshop. Now what you would like to do is not make your acronyms any close to some of the misspelled words that are already in the misspelled list, because then things won't work the way you would like them to work. So here I've added my acronyms, and now I'm going to finish off this sentence. For example, it should say the following programs support transparency, and that would be IND, Adobe InDesign, and I pressed a comma right after so it didn't add that space. Adobe InDesign, AIX comma would be Adobe Illustrator, and then I'm going to type in PSX and a period for Adobe Photoshop. So this is a quick way to input type using acronyms, and there's also a character limitation. So sometimes when I type in a acronym, it may be for either a longer word or even a phrase, and because there's a character restriction on what you can type into that field, there's only so much you can type in, but it's a very quick, helpful tip. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye-bye.